نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى. طيب، بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day, to proceed, ikhwan, فاللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يسمع. Verily, Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered, and from a dua that goes unanswered. To proceed, ikhwan, فنقدم معكم هذه السلسلة في تعليم اللغة العربية من مكتبة الإمام Ash-Shawkaanee رحمه الله تعالى. So we continue in these series of classes that are offered from the Imaam Ash-Shawkaanee Institute regarding the science of the Arabic language. فنواصل في هذا اليوم المبارك عونا من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue inshallah ta'ala on this day, seeking the aid and the assistance of our Lord, the most merciful and the most compassionate. فنراجع الكلمات إن شاء الله تعالى قبل أن نبدأ في الدرس. So we'll review the vocabulary inshallah ta'ala before we actually begin the lesson. ما ترجمته اتصل. How would you translate the verb اتصل?
اتصل is that connect?
To connect, to be
connected.
أحسن.
نعم.
طيب, انفصل
To unattach.
To be unattached, the opposite of اتصل. نعم, انفصل. أحسن. طيب, أنا أقولها بالإنجليزية وأنت تترجمها إلى العربية. So today inshallah I'll say them in English and you're going to say them in Arabic, inshallah. Okay. طيب, أنا بالإنجليزية وأنت بالعربية. I'll say them in English and you're going to say them in Arabic. A boy.
ولد.
نعم. A river or sea.
نهر.
جميلا. A door or chapter.
باب.
A house or line of poetry.
بيت.
A river.
نهر.
A book.
كتاب.
A street, but it's not preferred to use it.
You say طريق. طريق.
طريق. Now, and what's the one that's not preferred to use?
شارع.
MashaAllah. Tea.
بحر.
Tea.
Oh, you said tea.
نعم.
Oh, I thought you, sorry.
لا بأس.
شاي.
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 نعم. Coffee.
قهوة.
قهوة بالهاء. قهوة. السلام عليكم أستاذ موسى.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Large or big or old.
كبير.
ما شاء الله. شيخ موسى الآن ماذا نراجع الكلمات. أنا أقولها بالإنجليزية وأنتما تقولانها بالعربية. So we're reviewing the vocabulary words before we start the lesson. I'm saying them in English and you guys are translating them into Arabic.
Inshallah.
But your word is old. Old. Assalamu alaikum. طيب عبد الحكيم old.
قديم.
MashaAllah. نعم. Short.
صغير.
MashaAllah. Not small but short.
قصير.
جميلا. Beautiful. Handsome.
Yep.
Fine.
جميل.
نعم. Sheikh Musa.
نعم.
طيب كلمتك, your word is handsome or good or person's name.
حسن.
حسن. جميلا. عبد الحكيم broken.
مكسور.
نعم. Wide or broad or vast. Sheikh Musa.
واسع.
جميل. Narrow, restricted, narrow-minded, tight.
ضيق.
ضيق. نعم. أحسنتما. طيب new.
You said new.
أي نعم new.
جديد.
ما شاء الله.
جديد.
نعم. I am small.
Oh.
Turn. Abdul Hakim. I am small.
أنا صغير.
جميلا. Sheikh Musa. You are big.
وأنت كبير.
جميل. The tea and the coffee. Abdul Hakim.
الشاي وفحوة.
بالقاف. قاف. قاف.
وقهوة.
Ahsant. Ahsant. Sheikh Musa. I am a man and you are a boy.
أنا رجل وأنت ولد.
ما شاء الله. Abdul Hakim. The chair is small.
الكرسي صغير.
ما شاء الله. Sheikh Musa. A small chair. A small chair.
كرسي صغير.
ما شاء الله. He is a Muslim.
هو مسلم.
ما شاء الله. She is a Muslim. Sheikh Musa.
نعم.
She is a Muslim.
أنت no. أنت مسلمون.
She. Abdul Hakim A'inhu, help him out. She is a Muslim.
هي مسلمة.
هي مسلمة. نعم. جميل يا إخوان. أكرمكم الله تعالى علما وخلقا. May Allah Ta'ala honor both of you in your knowledge and your character and your manners. طيب نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى بالدرس. So now we'll start the lesson. فتعلمنا تعريف المبتدئ. So we had the honor to learn the meaning of المبتدئ. فما هو المبتدئ? So what is the meaning of al-mubtadi'? Man yujib, who can answer?
Huwa, what was it? Huwa Masu, wait, Huwa Maudu Masuf, Huwa Masuf, Huwa Masuf, Huwa Masu, Huwa Masu'un ul Jumlati.
Mawdu' one letter. Bod. Change your sad to a bod and you're perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Huwa mawdu'u.
Madu'ul Jumlati.
MashaAllah. Huwa mawdu'u al-jumla. MashaAllah. Huwa mawdu'u al-jumla. Al-mubtadi' ya ikhwan, huwa mawdu' al-jumla. The mubtadi' or the mubtadi' is mawdu' al-jumla. He is the subject of the sentence. هو موضوع الجملة. أحسنت. طيب وكذلك شيخ موسى تعلمنا أيضا ما هو الموصوف. We also learn what is الموصوف.
ما
هو الموصوف؟ عنه يا عبد الحكيم هبما عبد الحكيم، ما هو الموصوف؟
اسم الذي يوصف.
هو الاسم الذي نعم
يوصف.
يوصف. أحسنت. هو الاسم الذي يوصف. It is the noun that is being described. It is the noun الذي يوصف that is being described. فعل جديد يا إخوان أريدكم كتابته 10 مرات. A new verb. I want you to write it down 10 times. وصف وصف to describe وصف 10 مرات 10 times 10 مرات وصف طيب وكذلك تعلمنا يا إخوان معنى المفرد. And lastly we learned the meaning, not the translation, the meaning of the word al-mufrad. What does it mean, al-mufrad? Man yujibu, who can answer?
هو ما دل على شيء واحد.
ما شاء الله جميلا. هو ما دل على شيء واحد. جميلا أحسنتما. لا وجبوا في أخوة. فالمفرد تعريف المفرد. What does it mean when you say مفرد? المفرد هو ما دل على شيء واحد. It is what points, or that which points to one thing. أعطني مثالا شيخ موسى. Give an example of a مفرد.
An example of a mufrid is أنا.
ما شاء الله أنا. جميلا. هات مثالا عبد الحكيم. Give an example of a مفرد.
نحن.
نحن will be the جمع. Remember the definition. ما دل على شيء واحد. That which points to one thing.
Can we say huwa?
You can say هو. نعم. وكذلك ولد. A boy. How many boys? واحد. One boy. بنت. A girl. كم بنتا؟ واحدة. How many girls? One girl. جميلا. طيب عندنا الآن تعريف جديد. So now we have a new definition يا إخوان. فاكتبوه. So write it down. فهو تعريف المثنى. And it's the definition of المثنى. 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 المثنى يا إخوان في لغة الإنجليزية the مثنى in the English language is the dual. ولكن هذا لا يهمنا. But that's not important to us right now. لماذا هذا لا يهمنا يا عبد الحكيم? Why is the English translation not important to us right now?
Because we want to learn the Arabic.
لأننا ندرس العربية. Because we're studying the Arabic language. والحمد لله. فلا تبالي ولا تهتم يا إخوان في غاية الاهتمام بالترجمة. لا. الترجمة تعيننا ولكن لا نهتم بها. لا نهتم أو لا نهتم بها. So don't focus on the translation. Don't be like a lot of students of knowledge of the Arabic language who focus on translating. La, that's not the goal. Your goal is not to be a translator. La, although you can be a translator, it's not your goal. Your goal is to understand the book of Allah and the sunnah of the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam fahman sahiha, with the correct understanding. وهذا مهم, and that's important يا إخوان. كثير من المسلمين يخطئون في هذا. Many of the Muslims of today make an error in that. يقولون مثلا نريد أن نفهم الكتاب والسنة ثم يتوقف. وهذا خطأ. We're the average student of knowledge of today. He says, I want to study the Arabic language. Why? He says, لأفهم القرآن والسنة. And then he stops. He says, when you ask the average student of the Arabic language of today, the average, what's he going to say? Why are you studying the Arabic language? He's going to say, لأفهم القرآن, to understand the Quran and the Sunnah. And then he's going to stop. وهذا خطأ, and that's a mistake. You don't study the Quran, you don't study Arabic to understand the Quran and Sunnah, ya ikhwan, and then stop. La. You study to understand the Quran and Sunnah fahman sahiha, with the correct understanding. Fahman sahiha. اكتبوا هذا, write this down يا ikhwan. Why do you study the Arabic language? Not to understand Quran and Sunnah. You can understand it, but be wrong, because that's your understanding. You don't want your understanding. You want the correct understanding. Fahman sahiha. Why do you study the Arabic language? To understand the Quran and Sunnah correctly, with the correct understanding. وهذا مهم, and that's important. To understand the Quran and the Sunnah with the correct understanding. Not your own understanding. La, man nahnu, who are we? Not your own understanding, with the correct understanding. هذا مفهوم يا اخوان. You guys understand that?
نعم.
جميلا. طيب فعندنا الآن المثنى. So now we have al-muthanna. فما تعريف المثنى? So what's the meaning of المثنى? المثنى هو, the مثنى is ما دل على اثنين. ما دل على اثنين. What is the مثنى? The مثنى is what points to two. على اثنين. Or you can say اثنين أو اثنتين, because one is masculine, one is feminine. أو اثنتين. That which points to two masculine things or two feminine things. So the مثنى, تعريف المثنى. أول جزء لنا واجبا. The first part of today's homework. تعريف المثنى, the meaning of المثنى. ما دل على اثنين أو اثنتين. It is what points to two masculine things or two feminine. Or you can say that which points to two. That's fine. Not bad. ما دل على اثنين أو اثنتين, that which points to two masculine or two feminine. ما دل على اثنين أو اثنتين, that which points to two masculine things or two feminine things, or you can say that which points to two things, making it easy. طيب, فمثال هذا, an example of this. مثالا, كلمة المسجد. The word المسجد. هل هو مفرد أو جمع? Is it مفرد or is it مثنى?
مفرد.
هو مفرد. كيف عرفت أنه مفرد يا شيخ موسى? How do you know that it's مفرد? Trick question.
Because it's a single, because it's a single word, it's a single, it's referring to one masjid.
أحسن. Go back to your definition. لأنه دل على شيء واحد. Because it points, what's the mufrad? That which points to one thing. Ahsan. Go back to your definitions. That's when you apply them. When you make the muraja'a. How do you know it's a mufrad? لأنه دل على شيء واحد. Because it points to one. It points to one thing. طيب. فمثنى أو مثناه, it's طيب. is dual. مثناه يا إخوان هو المسجدان. المسجدان. The مثنى of masjid is of al-masjid is al-masjidani. Al-masjidani, the two masajid. Where do you study at? في هذين المسجدين, in those two masajid, with those two teachers, or those two students of knowledge, or those two scholars, or those two imams. طيب, فهذا المثنى. So this is the مثنى, the duo. فللمثنى يا اخوان شكلان. للمثنى شكلان. For the duo, there are two shapes to memorize. للمثنى للمثنى شكلان. For the Muthanna, there are two shapes. Remember, in our earlier lessons, we mentioned, focus on the shape. There are two shapes to memorize. إذا تحفظان أو إذا تحفظون هذين شكلين فيمكنكم بعد ذلك أن تبينوا كل مثنى بعون الله تعالى. If you memorize these two shapes, you can always identify the muthanna. And this should be aleph. You can always identify the dual. طيب. أما الأول, as for the first shape, هو زيادة الألف والنون. As for the first shape, it is the addition of the alif and the noon. زيادة الألف والنون. The first shape, you're going to add to the ending of the word only two letters. The first shape, you're going to add زيادة زيادة الألف والنون. You're going to add of the alif and the noon. You're going to add an alif and the noon. فمثال ذلك علي سني. علي سني. من يترجم? Who can translate that يا إخوان? علي سني.
علي سني. Ali. Is that Ali?
نعم. علي.
To Ali. Oh wait, no. Both. Wait. Aliyun. And what's that? Sunniyun.
Sunniyun.
The Alis of the Sunnah.
تقربت. Super close.
The Sunnahs of Ali.
Super close.
The Sunnahs of Ali's.
Now you're going a little further away, but you're still close.
Okay.
أعنه شيخ موسى. Help him out. شيخ موسى. علي سني.
A sunnah of Ali.
Close. علي سني.
Ali Sunnahs.
علي سني. طيب.
Well, we know it's talking about the two. They talk about two Sunnahs, right?
Oh, أخبرني أنت. You tell me. علي سني.
A sunnah of Ali.
تقربت أيضا. You're close to. You're near Abdul Hakim. Y'all saying hi to each other. How's everything? Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, y'all on the same road, same path, same طريق. طيب. علي سني. الآن ستضحكان. When I mention, you're going to laugh. Ali is Sunni.
Oh.
Meaning Ali is a Sunni Muslim. Aliyun Sunniyun. Ali is on the Sunnah, inshallah. As far as you know, Ali is Sunni. Aliyun Sunniyun. Ali is A. Should be A. Sunni, Muslim. Muslim is implied. Because you can't be on the Sunnah unless you're a Muslim. So if you say, someone, yasaluka ma dinuka, someone says, what's your religion? فتقول أنا على السنة إن شاء الله. And you say, I'm on the Sunnah إن شاء الله. Then Muslim is implied. Because you can't be on the Sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam without being a Muslim. طيب.
Well, I thought in that situation, the Akufa came first to describe Ali.
Close. Here, we didn't get to this one yet. Here, Aliyun is a ism alam. Ali is a proper name, a proper noun. We didn't get there yet. Ali is a proper noun. So it looks, كأنه نكرة, it looks like it's indefinite because it doesn't have alif wa lam. That's why we mentioned not every word, ya ikhwan, that doesn't have alif wa lam is nakira. That's a mistake. هذا خطأ. Many proper names, they do not have alif wa lam, but they're proper names. وَكُلُّ عَلَمٍ مَعْرِفَةٌ. And every proper name is definite. Muhammadun, Aliyun, Aishatu, Khadijatu. Every proper name is a definite noun. It's ma'rifah. Although it doesn't have alif wa lam. So most ism alam, they do not have proper noun, they do not have alif wa lam. So here, it looks like it's nakira because it does not have alif wa lam. ولكن ليس كل كلمة بدون ألف واللام نكرة. But not every word, not every noun that does not have alif واللام is nakira, is indefinite. هذا خطأ. That's a mistake. Proper nouns, most of them do not have alif واللام. So ism alam, proper names or proper nouns. Ismu alamin. Proper nouns are all ma'rifah. وهذه قاعدة, that's a principle. علي سني. So when you first look at it, إذا تنظر إليه ولكن ليس ضبطا تظن أن سنيا صفة ولكن هذا خطأ. When you first look at it without knowing that Ali is a proper noun, you think that sunniyun is the sifa, but that's incorrect. Sunniyun is the khabar. Aliyun is the mubtada. Aliyun is the subject. And Sunni is not the describer, it completes it. So Ali is a Sunni. طيب ونرجع إلى هذا يا إخوان. We'll mention that later on in this chapter إن شاء الله. طيب فالآن كم علي? How many Alis are there?
One.
نعم واحد. أحسنت. طيب الآن أريد اثنين. Now focus on the word سني. طيب الآن علي وابنه. طيب now we have a different sentence. علي وابنه. Ali and his son. Sunniyani or Sunniyani. No. Sunniyani. Right. Now Ali and his son are both Sunniyani are both Sunni Muslims. Ali and his son are both Sunni Muslims. Muslim is implied. If you can't be on the Sunnah unless you're Muslim. طيب ما هو الشاهد? We'll give a gift. We'll find a gift for one of you brothers of today's lesson. But we'll make it more general inshallah ta'ala. We give a gift من أي طالب من مكتبتنا الذين يدرسون معنا إضافة إليكما أيضا. We'll give a gift. We'll see if you brothers can answer first. We won't tell you if you're right or wrong until tomorrow's lesson. We'll give the other brothers and sisters who also study with us at our maktaba a day to answer also. So we'll take Abdul Hakim's answer and Sheikh Musa's answer, and we'll give the other brothers and sisters a day also to try to answer. وَمَنْ يُجِيبُ سَيُسَلِّمُ هَدِيَّةً. And whoever can answer will give a gift. طيب ما هو الشاهد هنا? The question here, ya ikhwan, is what's the point of those two sentences that we just mentioned? لا تستعجلوا. Don't answer first. Don't rush. The first sentence was Aliyun Sunniyun. Aliyun Sunniyun. والثاني, second sentence, Aliyun wa ibnuhu Sunniyani. Don't rush, just to see if you guys are paying attention. Wabnuhu Sunniyani. طيب سؤالي إليكما, my question to you brothers and sisters are, or is, ما هو الشاهد? What's the point of me mentioning these two sentences here? ما هو الشاهد? بذكر هاتين الجملتين. What's the point here of us mentioning these two sentences? See you paying attention.
I'm not going to say the word.
بذكر هاتين الجملة. Who wants to be the first brother to try? So I won't tell you if you're right or wrong. We'll give the other students chance to reply similarly. And then we'll mention either in tomorrow's class or on the WhatsApp or so who had the question correct. So our first sentence, Aliyun Sunniyun. Ali is a Sunni Muslim. Aliyun wa banuhu Sunniyani. Ali and his son are both Sunni Muslims. ما هو الشاهد? What's the point of us mentioning these two sentences here? Abdul Hakim. لا بس Sheikh Musa, you can go first. تفضل.
The first is to show what a mufrad, what a singular looks like or represents, and the second one is to show what a musanna looks like as far as dual.
Okay,
As far as afternoon, as you pointed out earlier.
MashaAllah, هذا جواب جميل. That's a good reply. عبد الحكيم ماذا تقول? What would you say?
I was gonna say, those are the things that we cover as far as, and especially touching on the Muthanin, and you was talking about the dual shapes, and you was talking about one of the shapes with the how do we say that? Ziyadatu, Alif, wa Nun. The one sentence shows the shik, the shaku, the shaku, the shaku. Saying that the shaku, it has two shapes, but that's one of the shapes.
So y'all speech is
And I was
similar.
just saying, like, both sentences reflects the lesson of the Mufrid and the Muthanin.
Okay, nah, but yeah, both good answers. So we'll see the other students, inshallah ta'ala, and then we'll reveal tomorrow or so who was more correct or who was correct. Inshallah, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. طيب فنرجع إلى الدرس. So we'll return back to the lesson. فقلنا أن للمثنى شكلان. And we mentioned that the muthanna has two shapes. المثنى أو للمثنى شكلان. That the muthanna has two shapes. وأحدهما, and the first one, ما هو يا إخوان? What's the first shape?
The Alif wa Nun.
زيادة نعم الألف والنون. أحسنت. الألف والنون. The first shape is when you're going to add the Alif and the Noon. You're going to add to the ending of the word Alif and Noon. Alif and Noon. هذه الألف والنون ليست من الكلمة. وهذا مهم. The Alif and the Noon is not part of the word. And that's important. هذا لماذا نقول زيادة. And this is why we say the addition of the Alif and Noon. إذا تكون الألف أو النون من الكلمة فليست زيادة. If the Alif is already there and you don't add it, then it's not added. It has to be an added Alif and Noon. فمثلا المسجد. If you were to say, for example, المسجد. طيب فالمثنى المسجدان. So the plural, طيب, the dual, two masajid, two mosques, is المسجدان. الألف والنون ما هما زيادة. The alif and the noon are what? They are added. المسجد. هذه الكلمة تنتهي بالدال. This word, المسجد, ends in a dal. Doesn't end in a noon. It ends in a dal. The last word, the last letter is a dal. ولكن إذا أزدنا أو إذا زدنا الألف والنون فعندنا الآن المسجدان. So we added the alif and noon. They have to be added. So pay attention there. And maybe we'll give a different definition, inshallah ta'ala, to make it more clear. Firstly, we mentioned that the muthanna, ya ikhwan, we're going to add to the definition to make it more clear so no one gets it incorrect. So go to your notes real quick, ya ikhwan, and we're going to add something to make it more clear. We mentioned that the muthanna, ذكرنا أن المثنى هو ما دل على اثنين أو اثنتين وهذا صحيح ولكن سنزيد إليه شيئا. We mentioned that the muthanna is what points to two masculine things or two feminine things. And that's correct, but we're going to make it more clear. طيب, we're going to add something to make it even more clear so none of the brothers or the sisters don't make an error. So you're going to say the muthanna is ma dalla ala اثنين أو أو اثنتين بزيادة الألف والنون. This one was kind of long, that's why I didn't want to mention it. But just so no one will make a mistake, we're going to mention it to make it clear. So now you're going to add to it this sentence here. بِزِيَادَةِ الْأَلِفِ وَالنُّونِ. That the muthanna is what? Points to two things, two masculine things, or two feminine things, with the addition of an alif, or with an added alif and noon. With an added or an additional alif and noon. So the muthanna is what? Points to two things, masculine or feminine, with an added alif. Pay attention there. With an added, has to be added, alif and noon. So we have a new definition. ما دل على اثنين, what points to two masculine things, أو اثنتين, or two feminine things, بزيادة الألف والنون, with the addition of the alif and the noon. In English, what points to two things, masculine or feminine, with the added or with an added alif and noon. لابد من هذا. This is a must. They have to be added. If they're not added, it's not the muthanna. So فهذا تعريف جديد زيادة إلى الأول. So this is the new definition that we mentioned of the muthanna, and we added it, we altered it slightly. We gave it the full meaning, so no one will make the error. Insha'Allah ar-Rahmanu ar-Rahim. Insha'Allah ar-Rahmanu ar-Rahim. طيب. فمثلا السيارة. من يترجم هذه؟ فضل يا عبد الحكيم. Translate السيارة.
The car.
ما شاء الله. The car. جميلا. كم سيارة شيخ موسى? How many cars?
Two.
Try it again.
No, one.
ما شاء الله. كيف عرفت عبد الحكيم? How do you know a point is one?
هو مدل على شيء واحد.
ما شاء الله, because it only points to one thing, one car. السيارة طائر هو مفرد. So therefore it is singular. مفرد. Don't say singular. It is mufrad. It is mufrad. And that's how I want you brothers to try. Don't always translate unless you're given a lesson or so and you're translating for the students. That's different. But when you're speaking and answering, replying, or in teaching, don't give the translation. La. Try to give the actual word. Try to give the word. Try to encourage the students with the Arabic language. And then after they understand the word, they'll see how easy it is to understand the translation of it. But if you only can translate it without understanding the meaning, فما هي الفائدة? Then what's the benefit? طيب فسيارة المفرد. So it is the mufrad. طيب الآن al-muthanna. Now, the dual, al-muthanna. السيارة. طيب. وسنضيف ألف والنون. So we have السيارة. We're going to add the alif and the noon. فأصبحت السيارتان. And this should be a sheen, يا إخوان, not a sheen. طيب. And then after that it becomes السيارتان. We added the alif and the noon. The ta was already there. We just أضفنا الألف والنون. All we did was add the alif, and it's not letting me highlight the alif. طيب. We added the alif and we added the noon. السيارتان. طيب. فعندنا الآن المثنى. So now we have the مثنى. وأما الشكل الثاني, as for the second shape, ذكرنا أن للمثنى شكلان, or أن للمثنى شكلين. We mentioned that the مثنى has two shapes. الأول زيادة الألف والنون. The first shape, the added alif and the noon. The second shape, يا إخوان, زيادة الياء والنون. The second shape, you're going to add the ya and the noon. First shape, alif and noon. Second shape, ya and noon. طيب. فمثلا نقول طيب قرأت الكتابة. طيب. We say مثلا قرأت الكتابة. من دور من ترجمة? Whose turn is it to translate? تفضل شيخ موسى. ترجم. Translate the sentence. قرأت الكتابة.
He recites the Quran. I mean, he reads the book.
Super close. Not he, but two. The two goes back to?
Oh, you.
MashaAllah. So becomes? I read the book. And لا بأس. You didn't get the verbs yet. لا بأس. طيب. قرأت الكتابة. طيب. عبد الحكيم. ما إعراب الكتابة? What's the function of the word الكتابة in this sentence? Is it the doer, or is the word that the action of the verb fell upon?
It's the mubtada.
Super close. Not the subject.
What's the mawsuf, the man mawsuf.
Super close. Go back to your definitions. The mawsuf. What's the mawsuf?
The mansub. What is that? The mansub. Am I saying that right?
Mo. But wow, Mo.
Mao.
Hey,
Mouse.
Mawsuf. Ahsan. Make your noon a wow. Mo. Not the Mawsuf. What's the Mawsuf, ya Sheikh Musa? What's the Mawsuf?
Mouse
Ah.
is the noun is being described.
Hey, the noun that is being described. Sorry, where's the, if you say that it's the Mawsuf, then what's describing it? It's not a small book, a red book, a big book.
But
There's no describer, there's no sifa, so it can't be the Mawsuf. طيب اكتب هذا يا اخوان, write this down. الكتاب هنا في هذه الجملة المفعول به. This used to be Abdul Hakim's favorite thing. If I would have said, oh, your favorite word, you'd have got it. Alhamdulillah. المفعول.
It left my vocabulary because I used to say it for every answer and it was wrong.
Sheikh Musa, when we used to do grammar before, every time Abdul Hakim, oh, that's the maf'ulun bih. No matter what it was. Oh, I got it. That's the maf'ulun bih right there. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. So here is the maf'ulun bih. We'll worry about the definition the next class. It's the ism al-mansub alladhi waqa alayhi al-fi'l. We'll worry about that later on, inshallah. It's not important right now. Maybe tomorrow or so. It is the noun that is accusative, meaning has a fatha, that the action of the verb fell upon it. So qara'tu, I read. What did I read? The book. So the book is the maf'ulun bihi. Now, the direct object or something like that in English. So the definition is the accusative noun that the action of the verb falls on. طيب الآن الكتاب مفرد أو مثنى. دور من? Whose turn for the question? Abdul Hakim. The word الكتاب, is it مفرد or مثنى?
Mufrad.
ما شاء الله جميلا. كيف عرفت أنه مفرد يا شيخ موسى? How do you know it's a مفرد?
Because it points to one thing.
ما شاء الله أحسنتم جميلا يا إخوان. طيب الآن نفس الجملة ولكن سنغير شيئا واحدا. So we're going to give the same sentence, but we're going to change one thing. And changing this one thing changes the whole thing. طيب قرأت, I read الكتابين. طيب this should be a كف. الكتابين, I read الكتابين. Now the number of books that I read is going to differ. I read how many books? 2 books. ولكن أين الألف والنون? But where is the ألف and nun? The ألف انقلبت ياءً. So this next phrase, if you don't get it today, it's going to keep coming, and it's going to come again, and it's going to come again and again. What happened to the ألف? The ألف is there, ولكن it was changed. So the ألف, طيب الألف انقلبت. If you don't get this phrase today, it's going to come again in the previous lessons over and over and over again. انقلبت ياءً. So if you don't get it today, don't beat yourself up. You're going to get it tomorrow or the next day or the next day. What happened to the alif? الألف انقلبت ياءً. The alif became a ya. The alif became a ya لأنه مثنى, because it's the dual. Because it's the dual. it's the maf'ulun bi. So the alif couldn't remain here. It has to change into a ya. So that's why the scholars say there are two shapes for the muthanna. The first shape, alif wal lam. Second shape, ya. First shape, alif wal noon. Second shape, ya wal noon. Is when the alif becomes a ya. Qara'tu al-kitaba. I read the book. Kam kitaban? How many books? Sheikh Musa. I read the book. How many books?
Say the sentence again.
Qara'tu al-kitaba.
No.
قرأت الكتاب. كم كتابا? Abdul Hakim, how many books?
واحد.
Hey, واحد, one book. قرأت الكتابين. I read the two books. أين الألف? What happened to the alif? انقلبت ياءً. It was overturned, becoming a ya. So the second shape for the muthanna ya ikhwan is ماذا؟ زيادة الياء والنون. The second shape of the muthanna is the added ya. And the noon. زيادة الألف والنون. You guys with me, ikhwan? One more benefit, inshallah, and we're done for today. One more benefit, inshallah. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
When are we going to go over the sentences that we did yesterday for homework?
Inshallah ta'ala, we may not get to it today. It's almost prayer time. But since we did the first 10, maybe I could give you another night. You could finish the whole chapter or the whole first 20, inshallah. And then we'll go over them tomorrow as a group.
Inshallah.
So you guys did the first 10 tonight? Tomorrow's class, inshallah, is going to be in the morning also. Hopefully, we'll start on time tomorrow at 10:30.
Inshallah.
I was running a little late today. Hopefully, we'll start exactly on time, inshallah ta'ala. Right? This shape here with the added ya and noon. طيب آخر شيء اليوم يا إخوان. The next thing, the last thing inshallah of today. متى انقلبت الياء أو متى انقلبت ألف ياء? When does the alif become a ya? When does the alif become a ya? طيب مثلا الكتاب. طيب الباب هذا المفرد. So now we have الباب, the door. كم بابا؟ واحد. How many doors? One. فهو مفرد. So therefore it is singular. طيب إذا نزيد الألف والنون عندنا الباء باني. If we add an alif and noon, becomes الباء باني, the two doors. we added the alif and the noon. The only time this alif انقلبت ياء إذا يكون مثلا اسم مجرور أو مفعول به أو مضاف إليه. The only time that this alif is going to become a ya, there's certain times. If it comes after harfu jar, if it comes and it's the maf'ulun bi, we'll get to that later. Or if it comes and it's the mudaf ilay, then the alif inqalabat ya'an, then the alif becomes a ya. The only thing I want you to focus on now is if it's the maf'ulun bihi. Then the alif becomes a ya. طيب وللواجب كملنا العشر الأولى. So for homework we did the first 10. So we'll give you one more night to do the second 10, and we'll go over all 20 inshallah ta'ala in tomorrow's lesson. Bi'idhnillahi ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we let each one of you do one inshallah, and then we'll close out. So Sheikh Musa, the house is large.
الكتاب كبير.
The house is large. أنت قلت ماذا؟
I mean, البيت كبير.
البيت كبير. جميلا. ما شاء الله. صحيح. هذا صحيح. وعبد الحكيم, a large house. A large house.
Kabirun. Oh no. Baytun kabirun.
Baytun kabirun. Baytun kabirun. A large house. No, صحيح. البيت كبير. The large house. بيت كبير. A large house. ما شاء الله. طيب فأريدكما أن تكملا هذه 20 وإن شاء الله تعالى نراجعها في درسنا الذي سيأتي. So I want you guys to complete. For homework, you're going to do the second 10. So by tomorrow, inshallah, we expect you brothers and sisters to have completed the first 20 translations from English to Arabic. وسنراجعها غدا إن شاء الله تعالى, and we'll go over them together as a class. بإذن الله الرحمن الرحيم. بإذن الله الرحمن الرحيم. فهذا نكتفي بهذا إن شاء الله تعالى يا إخواننا. فنصبت فمن الله ونخطأت من نفسي. So we'll stop here يا إخوان, and we hope that that's sufficient. And anything that I said that's correct is from Allah, and anything that I said that's incorrect is from myself. وجزاكم الله خيرا. وسأرسل الفيديو إليكم بعد تحميله بإذن الله الرحمن الرحيم. بإذن الله الرحمن الرحيم. And once the video loads, I'll send it to each one of you inshallah ta'ala. And may Allah bless you all. وجزاكم الله خيرا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.